Obviously, just referenced you won this race a year ago. Tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to coming back to Las Vegas this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. I really enjoy this racetrack. The results may not show it over the years, but it's definitely been one of my best places. Probably coulda, shoulda, woulda won 2 or 3 of them here, and backed into one last year. So glad it worked out well, and hopefully bring home another trophy like that.
All right, well, now open for questions for Alex. If you have one, raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. We'll start with Bob and go to Claire.
Bob Parkhurst, Fox Sports. Well, with what happened to Chase, will that make you reevaluate anything that you do outside the racetrack?
No, I think, obviously really unfortunate what happened to Chase, and, hoping he heals up as quickly as possible, and thinking about him for sure. But, until somebody tells me any different, I'm just going to keep doing my thing.
All right, Claire.
Claire Beeline, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Did you text or send a message to Chase? And, a lot of conversation with drivers, you can't stop living your life, yet you guys have big, important, high-paying jobs. How do you look at that? Hendrick Motorsports says they're not going to reevaluate what you guys are allowed to do, but how do you think he feels, or did you communicate with him?
So I shot him a text, but it's hard for me to say how he's feeling. I definitely, I know what it's like to miss races, obviously from a little bit different of a situation, but it's a bummer for sure, and we all want him back as quickly as possible. So, I think on my side of things, like, obviously I race other stuff throughout the year quite a bit, stay pretty busy with that. And, I really enjoy doing that stuff. I think, for me, like, driving other race cars helps me on Sundays. So, I think that's something that's important to me. And, I plan to keep doing that until somebody says I can't.
All right, additional questions. We'll go to Gluck and then Lee.
I mean, you referenced it a little bit, but watching somebody else drive your race car, what are the emotions like that when you're watching on TV or wherever you are, do you watch it? Do you have to tune it out? Like, how does that process work when you're not in the car?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely not fun, especially since Noah threw up in it like every week. But no, I feel for Chase. It's a really uncomfortable situation. You almost feel like forgotten because, obviously everything keeps going except for you. So, that's kind of what it was like for me. I watched every race with the exception of one. I went to an NFL game, and it kind of just something my doctor wanted me to do. So, other than that, watched every week, and it's not fun. Obviously went to Martinsville and sat on the pit box for that one. It's just a weird feeling to, be in the race car every week for so long and be a part of this deal every week for so long, and then realize that it goes on, and even if you don't. So it's definitely uncomfortable.
All right, Lee.
To kind of turn the tables on that, you know what it's like to be in Josh's position because you got that shot when Dale Jr. had to be sidelined. What do you think about going in? Because it's like you are on a major stage being with Hendrick Motorsports. There are no excuses, right? I mean, is that a fair assessment?
I think it's a hard situation to step into. Obviously, we had some success when I filled in, but it's really hard. I think it's only gotten harder as with the next gen car coming in. The Xfinity car used to be so similar to a Cup car, and now they couldn't be more different in how they drive and how you can approach how to aggressively drive them and everything. Plus, when I came in, I had a couple years of Cup experience already, so definitely different. But I think it is a good opportunity for Josh to learn and to see how Hendrick Motorsports operates and the things that we do, and to be a part of an organization like that, even though it's through a situation that nobody wants. I think it's something you can grow as a race car driver from and learn and show everybody what you've got.
We're headed to your home track next week. What kind of pressure is there, and why haven't more drivers come out of Arizona to run in the top NASCAR tours?
Yeah, a lot of pressure. I feel like I've run poorly at that track quite a bit, so I would just like a good solid day, honestly. If we went and just ran top 10 all day, I'd be pretty happy with how the last 5 years have gone there, you know. But as far as why other drivers haven't come out of Arizona, I mean, I think there have been a lot of really talented guys come up from there, but yeah, it's tough. I think coming from the West Coast in particular is tougher than the East Coast. And yeah, there's not as many racetracks there as there used to be. Obviously, development has kind of stopped down there. So yeah, hopefully that changes and we see more guys come from that area soon. Yeah.
All right, additional questions for Alex? All right, thanks for spending some time with us this morning.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Wish you guys the best.